What up, y'all? I'm back with another review, and I'm here to review the new album, the seventh studio album from Linkin Park, entitled One More Light. Now, I love Hybrid Theory, I love Meteora, and I like um, Minutes to Midnight. I didn't check out the next three albums, but and I'm 20, so and I can remember as far back as 2000, 2001. So I remember when Linkin Park was like the absolute shit. Then and most people I talk to, like real core, like not real, but core Linkin Park fans, they tend to just talk about Hybrid Theory and Meteor, and they say, and Minister Midnight was all right, but they lost them. Linkin Park lost them after that. I just didn't get around to listening to it. It's not that I don't like anything after Minister Midnight. I just haven't checked anything out. Most people say that I think it was the 2012 album Living Things was their best work since Meteora or um, Minister Midnight. Because I think the 2010 album was, you know what? I think the 2010 album was A Thousand Suns. It could be wrong. It could have been the 2014 album. But yeah. But I love Hybrid Theory. I love Meteora. I might even like Meteora more than Hybrid Theory. I actually have the Hybrid Theory CD. I can't find Meteora anywhere. Let's see. Yeah, the 2010 album was A Thousand Suns. Living Things is 2012, and The Hunting Party was 2014. And now we have One More Light in 2017. 7 albums in 17 years. And when Heavy dropped the single to promote this album, one of I believe three, I saw the YouTube video. People were liking it, but there was a good amount of criticism for this track. And what can I say? I guess I get it, but it's my favorite track on here. I really like it. I can get into the type of music. I want to say there were like three, but they're only listing like one single to promote this album. Even though there seems to be actually on the track listing on Wikipedia here four. But anyway, let's go ahead and get right into the album review. 10 tracks, 35 minutes long. And let's go ahead and get into it. The first track, Nobody Can See Me. This is a very harsh realization type of track. Like, yeah, nobody can see me, and it's very poppy. Like, which is why people don't really like Heavy. They say that song is poppy, and I guess like A Thousand Suns became poppy, and everything after that was everything after Minutes to Midnight was I guess poppy. And I hear some people saying, oh, when they heard Heavy, they were like, oh, they're doing that pop shit again. I guess they tried it on A Thousand Suns. I'm not sure, but still, I like this track. Actually, I'm gonna say it now. There's not a track on this album that I dislike. Track number 2, Good Goodbye, featuring Pusha T and Stormzy. Mike raps. Okay, so if you haven't heard this album yet, and you're looking for Mike to rap. There you go, Mike raps. And this track grew on me. When I first heard it, I was like, "It's cool." Then I heard it again Friday. Then I listened to this album. I was like, "Eh." But then I listened to this album again today, and I was like, "I like this track." It took some more listens for me to get into it, but I like this. Pusha T, of course, is just one of the best in the game today. It's Pusha T. My goodness, his. I could talk about like his place in hip hop, but that's a whole other video. And of course, he's from VA, so I appreciate that he's just on the track. And Stormzy, representing the UK, had a good verse, mainly because of his flow. It's not like he wasn't saying anything, but that flow was damn good for this type of beat. Not a lot of people can rap with something like this and sound good. Let me just say that. The next track, number 3, a guitar shows up. Okay, y'all happy about that? A guitar shows up. And this is just Chester, like his thoughts to his significant other, saying like, I can't help you, and you're not listening, so I'm really just talking to myself here. And I like this track as well. The next track, Battle Symphony, it could contend as my least favorite track on here, but I like it. For some reason, I just picture myself just it being like a pickup, not a pickup truck, maybe like a Jeep in the middle of Africa somewhere, just looking at the trees, just sitting back. Yeah, my battle symphony, just thinking about life. Like you got a battle symphony, like these voices in your head. It's like a symphony going on. It's a battle. It's like I don't know why I get that feel like I'm in in the freaking safari in a Jeep, just sitting back, eating a damn banana, drinking a bunch of water. But I, shit, I don't know why. The next track, Invisible. Just going off the lyrics, I had a feel that this track was for Mike's kids. It's all Mike. He's singing here, and I was right. It's a YouTube picture gave it away primarily, and he's just talking about like I wasn't mad, I wasn't trying to hurt you, I just care. That's why I did and said what I did. I guess I could have just done it better. That's what I got from this track, and I really like this track. The next track, though, of course, Heavy, featuring Kiara. Look, this is just Mike and her. I mean, Chester and her saying like, look, I can't escape myself. Well, you can't escape yourself. Can't escape life. You can't escape your mind. You want to slow things down, but you want to let go, but you finding comfort in the panic. And I wouldn't say panic, but I guess that's relatable. Like if you're in a certain state and you want to let go of it, but there's kind of some comfort in it. I can see that. And just talking about like you drive yourself crazy thinking everything's about you. That's kind of like a self-esteem type of thing. Dealing with anxiety, I guess you could say right here. You think everything's about you, and it's driving yourself crazy. Like you, and it's not even in a conceited way. Oh, you think everything's about you. No, you think everything that's, I guess, critical. Everything that's being criticized is about you primarily. And just having that kind of mindset, you're driving yourself insane. Not thinking everything's about you in like a conceited way. Um, Very real track. I mean, the hate that people that you get from this, I can see why. If you're primarily a Hybrid Theory and a Meteora fan, you hate this and this album. But I'm not a primarily Hybrid Theory and Meteora. I am, but I guess you could say I'm more open-minded than people who stick to those albums. I mean, I like Menace to Midnight. You can go ahead and say it. I like this album. I know I'm spoiling it, but I can't be because I haven't had anything to critique about it. Just driving yourself crazy thinking everything's about you. Like you're not the center of the universe, but it sure does seem to spin around you. It's like and it goes back to it. You can't escape yourself. So you're not the center of the universe, but you can't escape yourself. So at the same time, you pretty much are. But like I said, not in a conceited way. That's not what I'm getting at all. I don't see how you could get it unless you just read the lyrics. But even in that, you kind of pick up like this isn't being arrogant at all. The next track, Sorry for Now. It seems like it's from Mike's kids again. Just the whole one day you'll understand. I'm sorry I had to leave, but one day you'll understand why I had to do this. Sometimes things just don't go out the way we plan. It could be to his wife or an ex-wife, or maybe his kids. Like I just feel like it's for his kids again. Like one day you'll understand. Like that's what parents tell their kids all the time. One day you'll understand. Like you don't tell your significant other or the person who used to be your significant other, one day you'll understand. You're just like, I'm sorry, and we can still be friends. Parents tell their kids that one day you'll understand, or adults tell children one day you'll understand. So the next track, Halfway Right. This is another one of those tracks that could contend as one of my least favorites. But don't dislike it at all. The next track is Halfway Right. This is Schechter reflecting on a night that he got high as hell with the bad kids, and he remembers passing out, waking up, driving, and he knew he took it too far, and it was just like self-realization. Like maybe back then it was bullshit, but it makes sense now. I guess I was halfway right, not necessarily the whole getting high thing, but just the point of it. The next track, One More Light. This is Chester's favorite track on the album. Actually, I may be screwing it up. Either this one or the next track. One More Light, the title track. He's just saying, like, what I got from this was the bridge or the chorus of, who cares if one light goes out in the sky of a million stars? Who cares when sometimes, when someone's time runs out, if a moment is all we are? And Chester's like, I do. I really like this track. It's cool. And the next track, the last track on here, Sharp Edges, it's kind of folk rockish, country, I guess. More folk rock though. This is just Chester talking about like I know my mom's advice, like not to run with scissors because you're gonna hurt somebody, probably yourself, and like sharp edges have consequences. And he said I had to learn that out for himself, the hard way. And like sharp edges have consequences. Every scar is a story that I can tell. And it's like, musically, I like this album, but more the meanings behind these tracks. I think the album is, I don't want to say messy or all over the place. It seems focused. It doesn't seem like the most cohesive album, but not every Linkin Park album is very cohesive. Hybrid Theory, probably their most cohesive album. Doesn't mean it's their best. I like that a lot. I like it more than this. But still, not the most cohesive album, but doesn't mean that it's bad. Um, Meteora, on the other hand, uh, favorite album from them, because it kind of hinted that they were trying new things with that. When you had Breaking the Habit, because it's like, you know what I'm saying. Meteora, Breaking the Habit, that whole anime feel in the anime music video, it's like we're going for different things. You get this, definitely going for different things. Everyone's saying that. What is going on outside? But either way, though, I like this. I gave it like I have 10 tracks on here, and I gave I gave five. I gave 6 tracks checks, and I gave like 3 tracks little circles, and that for me means okay. I don't necessarily like I like it. Oh yeah, I like that track. Let me download it. It's like one of those tracks where it's like, I don't dislike it, but I don't like it a lot. So then we have Heavy, which I gave a star, which really brings up the points for the ratings. Overall, I'd give this album like a 7 to a 7.5. Because you could say, I know, like I said, it's not the most cohesive album. If you just go by the messages, though, it might be. Musically, maybe not. That's more for Hybrid Theory. Meteor, maybe that. Minister Midnight, this reminds me of Minister Midnight a bit. Just the messages. It seems more grown up, more mature. But musically, though, it doesn't really sound like Minister Midnight. Definitely doesn't sound like Hybrid Theory and Meteor. So, and I can't tell you if it sounds like Living Things or A Thousand Suns or The Hunt Party. But I will go ahead and listen to those albums. And it's funny because Linkin Park, I've heard 4 of those albums, but I still consider Bring Me the Horizon my favorite metal band. Or metalheads wouldn't consider that metal, but I don't care. Because I've only heard Sempiternal, and that's the spirit. Going back to Bring Me the Horizon, I'm gonna definitely check out at least their last. Well, maybe not the first album, but the 2 following the first album. It's just funny that I've listened to 4 Linkin Park albums now, but I can still say Linkin Park's probably my favorite between the 2. Favorite band. So, 7 to a 7.5. If you've heard this album, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below, what you think about my review on it. Also, be sure to hit the like button if you like this review. Share the review. Subscribe if you're new. Get me on Twitter, Facebook, AudioMac, SoundCloud, Instagram. Hit up my email for business or anything that you might want to inquire about. What I mean by hit up my email for business is if you need your music chopped and screwed, reviewed, if you need beats made, you want to be featured on my upcoming DJ mixtapes, or you just have any inquiries that you just might have. The email is DynamicJAB@gmail.com, and also check out my Patreon. That's in the description as well. Thank you for watching. We'll see how people take this. I actually checked the Wikipedia ratings. This is getting like a 45. And I'm not gonna lie, when I listened to this album the first time, I was walking away thinking, 6. Now after more listens, I'm 7.5. So maybe listen to it more, but if you listen to it over and over again and they're like a 4 is what you get, or whatever you get is what you get, that's just you. And anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see y'all next time.